I'm Kitty Latine from Pepin, Wisconsin. I came with Andrea, also from Pepin. And we have with us today some just general brochures about Laura Ingalls Wilder, the Society in Pepin, the Laura Ingalls Wilder Days in Pepin.
I hear you have a wonderful speaker for that.
Yes, we have the most wonderful speaker who tells all about the real Laura Ingalls Wilder. It's not all just a make-believe show. We have good history there. One of the things I have today is my book, The Village of Pepin at the Time of Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Which is excellent.
Oh, I thank you. I did quite a bit of research to find out which buildings were in town and what the landscape and village looked like when Laura Ingalls Wilder lived here. Here in Pepin, I mean. I have an ongoing slideshow of the village of Pepin, some pictures from the time of some of the buildings from the time of Laura Ingalls Wilder, and I have also some slides of Laura Ingalls Wilder Days in Pepin. I have cookie cutters. I'm a tinsmith, and one of the things that I have done every year during Pepin's Laura Ingalls Wilder Days, I have designed a special commemorative cookie cutter. So I have some of those.
And a little booklet that tells their history.
Oh my God, yeah.
I just have one copy for looking at. I don't have bunches of them.
I love those. Okay.
And I have, this is one of our demonstrating craftspeople is Dave Johnson. He's a very fine woodworker, and he went down to Mansfield and took measurements and really studied Laura Ingalls Wilder's writing desk and made a replica. And I have that on display this weekend.
My name is Barb, and I feel like a lot of people have come up here and given their Laura Ingalls Wilder confessional, so I'll give mine too. I am a scientist, a meteorologist by training, but I also have loved Laura Ingalls Wilder since I was about 6 years old, and my mom handed me this Little House on the Prairie book, and I kind of turned my nose up, and she said, just read it, just give it a chance. And I was hooked. But I always loved the weather too, and because of that, as I was reading through the books, the weather themes caught my eye, and that includes basically the entire book, The Long Winter. So, of all my books, it was the one that I went back to the most, and read the most, and wondered the most about. And now, as a meteorologist and a climatologist, which is basically like a weather historian, I have the equipment and the skills and the data to go back and do what I always wanted to do, which is to look back at the long winter and see how bad it really was. You know, she talks about this winter like it's the Armageddon of winters. And we all just went through, here in the Midwest, a pretty nasty winter. So I wanted to know, you know, how bad was that winter? Was it really that bad? Was she exaggerating or doing what a lot of people do? And when I was a kid, this is the winters we had. Or was it really that serious of a winter?
Hi, I'm Lynn Urban from Racine, Wisconsin, and I am having an absolutely fantastic time at the first Laurapalooza. The organization has been great, the people have been just wonderful, and the authors and presenters have been delightful. Can you believe we actually had a presentation by a meteorologist and a physicist? So if you're not here, you're missing a great event. Hope we see you next time.
It's the Pepin contingent. We cannot stop making stuff, no matter what. All the time, we must be making things.
It's like a sickness, really.
Hi, I'm Jean Elfsen, and I work with quilts up at Laura's Cabin.
Who is with the museum in Burr Oak, Iowa. Next to him, we have Suzanne Eversole, who is here from Pepin. Julie Mlinar is from Spring Valley, Minnesota. Tim Sullivan comes to us from Ingalls Homestead at De Smet. Nicole Elzenga is here from Walnut Grove. And Bill Anderson is here representing both Mansfield and Malone.
We get a lot of persons at Burr Oak who are, how long does it take to get to Pepin? And then, where's Walnut Grove from here? And it's surprising. I've been amazed in the 2¼ years that I've been there. Last year we had at Burr Oak 25 different nations represented in our guests, and 49 of the 50 states come through. And this is the unpublished site. And so our ability to not only, people come in and say, oh, we've been to all the sites, and we say, oh, really? You went to Malone? Oh, no, well, I guess we didn't get it there, but we encourage. I mean, that's what we're about, is keeping the story and the joy of so many people's experiences, either through television or books. We have some people who don't know that Laura ever wrote a book. And some of those people come alive when you get to help them understand the books. Others don't have any curiosity in the books. So we have a whole wide range of persons who've been touched by the Little House series in whatever form it's been done.
Projects at Homestead this year, last year was the church from Irwin down in January. I'm starting to work on trying to recreate a Buffalo Wall. I showed it to Nancy the other day. It's coming along, but it's right east of the pageant grounds is what it is.
September 10th through the 12th. It's all pioneer activities, and it's really a lot of church. It was a church built in 1876, and the significance is that the Wilder family, that would be Manso's father and mother, were members of the church, and actually we have records showing their contributions to the building of the church. But of course, with a building that old, there's a lot of maintenance. And so we are constantly looking for ways to fund different projects. This last year we just finished the steeple. We had to replace all of the shingles on the top of the steeple. And of course that does not come cheap. And next year we're looking at having to replace the entire roof, which is the shake shingles, and again, a huge price tag. And so that's the battle that we face. And so Bill, when you were talking about, people coming and that admission fee, that we even have people walk out because they think it's too much. We charge $4. That doesn't even cover what it costs us to keep the building open. And so again, I would just reiterate, it's so important that you come, that you tell other people. I think we're kind of stuck right in the middle of everybody. Oh, how significant, I'm stuck in the middle here.
Dale Cockrell from outside of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm interested in the music of Laura Ingalls Wilder. I've come to this conference and it feels like being with family. The interesting thing is it's not only warm and fuzzy like family, but it can be hard and filled with information and new knowledge and stuff that you really need to know if you're going to find out about Little House stuff. Wish you were here. Make sure you come next year.